Hey folks, the Desert Artist here. I wanted to show you kind of a short video of where I get some of my steampunky materials. Right now what I did was I had a friend give me a little portable little TV that was goes in a motorhome. It plays VCRs and stuff, VCR tapes, and I put in a VCR tape to see if it would work, because I figured maybe it would. Or a little dusty there. So I figured I'd see if it would play, and it ate one of the tapes. So other than trying to figure out how to fix it, I figured I would take it apart and come up with some stuff, because that's what I've done. I have found a projection TV on the side of the road that came up with these cool little lenses right here that are big, and it's like concave on this side right here, and you can see from the light refraction how it's concave, and then it's little convex on this side, although it's got like a little weird dome to it. See how that is? And I got 3 of those out of there, and then I got the really nice, then I got these other lenses here that are kind of not really lensatic a whole lot, but they do have some sort of weird projection on them where they're kind of partially round and then they kind of flatten out on the top. They're not really fully concave, and this one's got like a little small dome on it, see it? And I think that's for projecting distance and stuff. It didn't matter to me because it's a cool lens and it provides something that's like maybe a face mask for a spaceman or something. But I wanted to show you, I took apart this TV here, and here is the back part of it. I took it all apart and I was able to get some stuff out of there. I got that off. Then I played with this here. This was where the VCR was, where it went in, and a lot of these parts in here, these gears, although they're cool and stuff, I don't know whether I'm going to take them apart to use them, because they're mostly plastic. I do like my metal stuff. The framework, not so much. I don't see a whole lot of usable material in the framework, so I'm probably going to pass that off as garbage, which is the reason why I got this plastic piece here, these other plastic pieces here. Here's where the tube was. I got most of the parts off the back here, and I was able to pretty much strip it down to nothing but the tube and the plastic thing and the buttons, and none of that stuff to me is usable. I'm gonna end up throwing that in the garbage. This little piece here just fell up, and that looks plastic too, so I'm not going to use that. But what I did use was, because I took apart all the inside here, and I've broken it down to, here's some of the parts that are the electronic parts. This was made in 2002. So it's got some old school resistors in there. I don't think I'm going to be able to use those. Got some capacitors. I was shocked a couple times. not mentally shocked. I was actually physically shocked from the capacitors. They still had juice in them. So I pretty much drained out all the juice so I can handle it. And I don't know whether there's anything usable in there. Maybe that little piece of metal right there and that weird funky looking vacuum tube thing. I don't know what that is. I might be able to use that. I don't know. This went onto the TV screen there and was hooked on with those little clippies. Those little clippies right there hooked into, there's a little hole where that plugs in, I guess, to read the voltage or something. I don't know, but here's the pieces I did salvage. This is kind of cool. This one on the back of the TV tube, and I don't know whether I'm going to be able to get off that plastic or not, but it's got kind of a nice graphite conductive electrical magnetic something or other, I don't know, but I might be able to use this, you know, that's kind of cool. It's got some cool structure to it. I got this little pulley system. It's got the little, I guess this rolls around here. This was kind of a wheel here, and this kind of spins with a pulley. And I've got let's see, I got a 12-volt motor out of it. I've got let me see, I've got all kinds of garbage here on my table. Oh, this came out of it here. I thought that would be kind of cool. Like, looks like a pair of eyes with some eyelashes. I got that out of it. I got this out of it. I don't know whether I think I just took that off because it was a shield of some sort. And this little thing here, I don't know what that is. I think I just took that apart to get it out of the way. I might be able to use it for something, I don't know, but that's probably not going to be used for anything. I can throw that into the garbage too. That's a pump regulator. I don't need that. And I think this came out, no, this came out of the sewing machine. This came out of the sewing machine here. And this is kind of a, table's kind of a mess, because in order to put all this stuff together, I have a horrible memory, so I can't really remember where all this stuff is at, let alone remember the shape and the threads and everything that goes along with it. So, and I guess this is kind of a sign of a chaotic mind. But I did want to show you the cool things that I did get out of here. This kind of spins around, so that might be good as a movable object of some sort in the inside here. I don't know how that's going to work, but it may go on a different project. I don't know. These are just some of the things that that I get out of all the materials that I find that are free or whatever, and the rest of it I just throw it away. I did work out a little bit of a cool on the laser thing. I put a little piece of copper foil. I've got copper foil right up there, as you can see. I cut a little piece out of it and put it together to give it, I don't know, some sort of, I don't know. It just looked good to me, and it filled in the space because it was kind of sloppy in there, moving around back and forth, and anyway, so it's just kind of a little bit here to show you exactly how I come up with all my weird stuff. There's the cat. This is Saminal the animal. He's kind of very pasty, so like most cats are. He's the shop cat. So this is kind of how I come up with some cool stuff. Little motors that I'll be able to hook up a battery to. I got a transformer up there. It's used for gold and silver plating. That I'm gonna hook up the little proby things to the voltage to see and turn the voltage and the amperage to see how it works, and from there I might be able to use it as a battery thing. I've got a couple 9-volt battery plug-ins where you plug in the 9-volt battery. I thought that would be cool to run a motor. You could push a button as to make the connection to run a motor to do something that's, I don't know, my brain has got so many weird variables of education in there that I don't know exactly what I want to do yet. I just wanted to do a short video and show you guys how I come up with all the weird stuff that I come up with. Like I say, this sewing machine, it came apart, came with all kinds of gears and switches and rotors, and I mean, it took me 3 days to take that thing apart, because it was hard. Some of them screws were in there pretty tight. I had to slam it around a little bit and drop it on the ground, hit it with a sledgehammer a little bit to knock the rust and stuff that was out of there, and I got the weird grease that was on my fingers that wouldn't come off no matter how much I soaped it up. I don't know. I eventually got it off with some kerosene, but that was a whole nother story. Anyhow, just kind of a short idea of where I get my stuff. Hey, thanks for tuning in. You all have a great day. Be safe. Bye bye.